if everybody just wants to turn around and say hi. Hi. Okay. Okay. Hello, my name is Traci Simonis, student at the University of Wisconsin-Superior. And today we will be discussing the communication styles between men and women. When talking about communication, there is not a right way to communicate, but we all know that both men and women feel their communication style is the correct way. Men and women communicate daily. However, there are major differences in their communication styles, and learning those differences can help all of us communicate in a more effective manner. Over the next 6 minutes or so, we will be discussing why these differences happen and ways to overcome these differences in our everyday lives. It has been proven through countless studies beginning in the 1970s that men and women differ in their communicative competency and their strategies in terms of conversational interactions. Men and women are taught at an early age to excel in different areas. Females are trained to demonstrate greater expression of emotion, while males are taught to be solid and impassive. Males in general are more aggressive and competitive, while females desire to cooperate and avoid conflict. Men's speech is believed to be forceful, blunt, authoritative, serious, and effective. Women's language is stereotyped as weak, trivial, tentative, hesitant, and hyper-polite. Let's start by discussing the communication styles of men. Here's a famous quote from Robert Jordan. "Any fool knows men and women think differently at times. But the biggest difference is this: men forget, but never forgive. Women forgive, but never forget. Men talk to negotiate and maintain their status and independence. Men don't share as many facial expressions or reactions as women. Men frown or squint more when listening and don't provide much eye contact. Men tend to sit further away, fidget, shift their bodies, and lean back in their chairs when listening. Both men and women like power. However, men tend to seek it at all costs. Men make decisions quicker and don't seek advice. They also tend to promote themselves more and like to brag about their accomplishments. As a rule, men don't seek help or ask for directions and are more straightforward in their deliberations. Men like to give information while remaining independent, and they want to get straight to the bottom line. They also tend to finish one topic before moving on to the next, and think through a problem privately before expressing a solution. Men use fewer words and express fewer feelings. Now that we know all about the men's style of communication, let's move on to women. Here's another quote from Cyndi Lauper. "Men and women are different. I don't think men grow a brain until 26 or even 30. Girls mature a lot quicker. Women talk to create intimacy and build rapport and tend to participate more in exercises and games during training sessions. Women enjoy sharing and relating in a relationship and use more words to express themselves and communicate more on what's on their minds. Women are more in tune with body language of others and are more empathetic to the problems around them. Women tend to seek advice, help, input, and consensus from others, and are more tolerant about interruptions. Women are more likely to bring up personal issues for discussion. Women tend to soften the blow by focusing on what a person did right when a deliberation needs to be made. They also try to avoid the appearance of superiority. Women want to reach consensus and consult with others before deciding and communicate to build relationships. Women use more words to make a point and express more feelings and use conversation to think through a problem and work towards a solution. Women tend to take a verbal rejection more personally than a man. They also have a more emotional approach to problems and are more likely to ask for help or advice and often change the topic in the middle of a conversation to return to it at a later time. Let's see how men and women can help overcome these communication challenges. There are certainly some men who would fit the communication characteristics described here as common to women, and there are certainly some women who would fit the characteristics described here as common to men. Once these differences in gender communication have been identified, adjustments can be made to improve communication. Don't assume that your message is being understood. Make sure that your message is understood by all. Like they say, practice makes perfect. Keep practicing your approach and recognize the approach of others as well. The best way is to know that each person has a different communication style and to accept it. As we have learned, men and women communicate differently. Understanding those differences and appreciating everyone for their unique values will help all of us in the long run. Now, let's all go and try to be the best communicators we can be. Thank you all for coming.